Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noise, and welcome back to Age of Engineering. In the last episode, we upgraded our laser ore drill thingy. What is this called? It's the Void Ore Miner. We upgraded this guy to a tier 3. Working out pretty good for us. Getting ores, I changed it over to red just because I wanted more rubies than anything else. Just because we're going to need a lot of chrome in the future. So we might as well get going on that. We have, what, 25 gold? So that's not too bad. Definitely could be better, but it's good enough for now. So between episodes, I have been working a little bit, mining, getting more stuff. Still draining this guy of power as best as I can. And let's head down there. I actually threw a bunch of uranium ore down here, so we'll see if it's processing. I still need to fix this whole system, make it a little bit more, yeah, we can't have this. And that's fine. So that worked out pretty nicely, but I need to fix it completely, and all that fun stuff. But that'll be another time, honestly. I really don't feel like doing it right now. And, oh my gosh, we're going to be radiating for a while. Apologies, but, yeah, we had to grab that out of there. I don't know why it does that, but we need to fix it. We need to honestly make a bunch more reactors to power all the stuff we want, because we're going to need a lot of iridium and UU matter and just everything. The IC2 stuff in this mod pack is probably the most grindy, but there is a lot of stuff we need from it. That being said, we're not going to work on that today. We're going to instead doing something that I've also been putting off that we need to really get to work on. In my inventory, you can see I have a nether star. I actually got a nether star from the calculator stuff, which was really cool. I don't know if we have really any use for it right now. Is there anything? I mean, all of the tier 4 stuff requires it. Nothing too important there. We could get the Silk Touch Quarry, sorta. Quantum cores we'll need later. Efficiency Essence, I don't know that we need that right now. Wither Gold, huh. That's not really used for anything, which is kind of nice. But the Wither Diamonds are. That's awful. Let's see. Is there anything? What is that? Deep Resonant Laser. Wow. So nothing really that we need. Fusion crafting, it's going to be useful for that, but we're not there yet. That's going to require a lot of Wither Diamonds and Draconic Core. We're not there, so we don't actually need that nether star anytime soon. But this other thing that I have in my inventory we are going to need. We're going to need an algorithm separator. I also got that from the extracting the circuits, the analyzing chamber. Gave me one of those. As you can see, the other one is right there. So what we're going to be doing today is automating capacitors. This is something that has been a very long time coming, and we need to do it. Why? Well, for one, we're going to just need a ton of capacitors. Capacitors are used for a lot of important things, such as solar panels. Don't really need it for the carpenter stuff, but we'll need it for the tier 2 capacitors, which are required for more solar panels, and then of course the tier 3 capacitors, the octadic capacitors for stuff like well, more solar panels, of course, Wyvern energy cores when we get to that, solar cells. There's a lot of things. We're going to need a lot of capacitors, and I don't remember exactly why. It might actually be because of these solar panels. We're gonna need a lot. We're gonna need a few of these guys to make creative capacitor banks. But yeah, it's going to be easier to start automating it now. We can improve our power storage and all that kind of fun stuff, and it's not going to be too bad to automate it. So I figured let's just go ahead and do an episode on that, and we'll call it from there. Now, what's the trouble? Well, you know what? Let's just bring up capacitor. So what is such the problem with capacitors? Well, for one, we have copper electron tubes. So these are a thermionic fabricator recipe. That's not awful, but it's pretty bad. It's not. It could be a lot worse, but okay. So there's step one. That's kind of bad, but not really. What else does it need? It needs enriched gold. Well, enriched gold is just enriched gold. So enriched gold ingot is just enriched gold smelted up, easy enough. But in order to get the enriched gold, we need to use a calculator. Just a normal calculator, but we need to use one of these. That's a pain. You'll see why in a little bit. And then the empowered redstonia, which we actually have already automated. So it just doesn't know how to make them per se. So let's go ahead and teach the system that. Can we get a few more blink patterns? Like 10? Perfect. Alright, so with that taken care of, we're going to need a couple more interfaces. So I have a little bit of stuff, a little bit of Certus quartz, just from the quarry and whatnot. So we're gonna start working on getting this a little bit better, making things and all that kind of fun stuff. I went ahead and made a crafting unit, one of these guys, and we're gonna use him to make crafting coprocessors. So we're gonna need an engineering, and I guess right here we're just gonna put these two together. And there's that. So those are two things that we're gonna want to include. We have two more interfaces. That should be fine for now. Let's just go ahead and put one down. Those are both crafting recipes, so that's fine. Can we actually teach it how to make the capacitor? Do we have that? Yes. So now we just need to make the components. Because if we wanted to say, all right, make me like... Actually, we could also go ahead and teach it how to make tier 2. We just need a piece of energetic alloy. And honestly, we could probably go ahead and teach it tier 3 as well. It just requires that. Now, for that, we have vibrant alloy is learned. How about glowstone blocks? No, just in case. Let's go ahead and teach it that. Shouldn't be a problem, but let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, so with that taken care of, you know, I realized we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might be pushing for channels over there. Especially because this one goes over here and gives us... Yeah, we don't have enough channels there. So what we're going to have to do... is let's just disconnect this for a second. And then we will move things back. Channels are something that we're going to have to pay attention to sooner rather than later, because we're getting to the point where they are going to be important. I don't have my storage anymore. Let's see. What can we... We don't need this stuff right now. Alright, so we just need 2 more of the little conduit guys, and should be a solution sooner rather than later. Alright, there we go. So do we have any more conduits? Yes. Cool. So what we're going to do, let's see, we can do this. Perfect. So everything's back connected. It should be fine. We should probably grab some smart cables, but I don't have any. So whatever. Anyways, so let's take a look at what all we need to make. So of this, everything is known. Of this, I believe coal powder is not, but it's unlikely that we're going to run out of that anytime soon. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. I guess, do we really want to waste a, yeah, let's go ahead. Processing pattern. A piece of coal gives us a piece of coal powder. And that goes into the pulverizer, or sag mill rather. Easy enough. Okay. So with that taken care of, we just need to do the basic capacitor. So first thing we're going to need is a thermionic fabricator. And to make one of these, we need a sturdy casing and some glass. Let's craft like 20. And then the sturdy casing is kind of a pain. It's a lot of bronze, so if we can make one out of UU matter, I think that'd be better. By the way, this is still going for getting iridium, which is kind of nice. We have like 18. Yeah, single run. There we go, sturdy casing. Perfect. So that's not too bad. We can make our thermionic fabricator. And we should have the glass by now. Perfect. So we're going to set this up over here with our, well, with our carpenters and all this. So I guess let's put it right here. And maybe next time not fall down the hole. But we'll just attach it. Cool. So this guy is going to need a recipe. And we're going to need to include all the items for it. So that's where things are going to get a little bit complicated. We're going to need item conduits. We might need some filters. We'll take those with us just in case. We're going to need, for the thermionic fabricator, copper, redstone ingots, thickened glass, and clear glass. So we're going to need clear glass, which we'll need to teach, thickened glass, which we'll also need to teach. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So thickened glass is sandy glass. And then we just smelt that up. And one of these gives us a thickened glass. So that's a smelting recipe. We have a powered furnace down there. And that goes in there. Okay. So that's the thickened glass taken care of. The clear glass requires enriched sand smelted up. So enriched, so it's quartz, piece of quartz, and some sand. And then 1 to 1. And that will be everything we need. So again, the enriched sand goes into there. Clear glass goes in there. Alright, so we need copper. And we need, the redstone ingots are already over there actually. We're going to also need to automate that. That's not that big of a problem. And that's it. Alright, cool. So this is going to be a little, oh, we're also going to need energy conduits. This is going to be a little bit of a drain on the system. But there is actually a way we can kind of help that, I think. But I don't know. Conduits. So if I want copper electron tubes. I can't make those yet, but what we can do, so we can devise a recipe saying 1 clear glass, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Wait, why am I? There's 5, so we need 10 of these. Gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we make them 8 at a time, it should be better. We'll see. But the question is, can we do this the way I want to? So, diamonds, gold. Yes, we can. All right. So how did we get everything? All right, let's set up the recipe. Thickened glass, and then redstone ingots, right? Yes. All right, so if we come down here, we already have redstone ingots there. This is extracting them out of there, and that's fine. What do we have for these guys? Do they have counting filters? Yes, they do. All right. I guess that could be a way to do this. So now he has power, correct? Yes. And if we put item conduits in the bottom, insert because we're only going to want 16 of those. I guess I guess let's go ahead and we'll do it for that recipe. So one of these for those, and then 4 of these. We're going to want a counting filter. So the counting filter, we've made this before. I don't remember how to make it. It's an advanced filter. All right, we're going to need another redstone comparator. We need the advanced. So we just need, let's see if I can remember the recipe. It's a zombie head, which we only have 1 of. Solarium. So we're going to need 2 gold, 2 soul sand. It's going to be redstone times 1. And then a piece of silicon or 2. And that's it. Alright, so we'll get this going. Shouldn't take that long. Let's see, all smelting, that's fine. And we'll get this going. So this is probably one of the more annoying things to deal with. We might need another cable. I'm not entirely sure where the clear glass actually has to go. But we're going to want a counting filter with that as well. So we might need to make another one of those, which if that's the case, it's going to be bad because we don't have the things we need. So there's a counting filter. That is to make the electron tubes. So if we want to make more of these things later, then all we have to do is set up more thermal fabricators so we can make all of the electron tubes that we want. I don't know that we're going to need any of the other ones mass produced, but you never know. Anyways, insert counting filter. Alright, so we're going to want 4 of these, 10 of these, 4 of those, 1 of those. And that should be fine. So theoretically, if we put all this stuff in there, what's going to happen? Did I put another filter on top of this? Let's see, yet a wrench. It's shift left click, isn't it? Yes, down. We have extract always active. So why isn't it extracting those? This is sighted. No. Put that in there, that's fine. Oh, right, it's not connected. So I guess it's gonna be better if we break that and that and do this. So now what? Oh, it actually worked. And then we're actually going to have this in out extract always active. I think that actually has to be on a different side. So we're going to disable that extract always active. Oh man, I can't remember. So the thermionic fabricator is actually sighted, which is pretty awful. So I don't know which side will actually extract it. Is it the top? Maybe I have a filter somewhere. So it's been a while since I've actually looked at this. I do. Alright, so that should fix it wherever it is. And it might be in the bottom. That would be really nice. And would also kind of tempt me to... Let's see if it is the bottom. Because if that's the case, then what I will do is just completely move that one block over, because it'd be easier. So let's see. But this is kind of one of the annoying things. And out, extract always active. All right, so we should be able to request this now. We can throw those away, and that will be pretty much that. We'll have the electron tubes. That is the easiest thing ever. So let's make one more set of these and see if we can't run over there. Okay, I did grab my battery back. I went mining, and whenever I go mining, I charge it back up, and it's already gone. So we could actually move this over one if we wanted to, and I think I want to. So we're just going to break that completely. We're going to grab an energy conduit, put it there. Need to get the mineral wood again, but that's fine. We can worry about that later. But now we should be able to put the thermionic fabricator right here. And in out. There's that extract always active. So perfect. All right, with that taken care of, we can start working on some other things. So we have the copper electron tubes, but we need to automate the redstone ingots as well as the gold. So in order to get the gold, we're going to need to grab a docking station. Now, I think we're going to need a calculator. We're going to need 2 of these, I think. I think it was a power cube. What else? We don't need the counting filter anymore. So the docking station, it looks weird. So we need calculator assemblies and 4 reinforced. 4. Alright, so these are the 2 things that we need to get everything we need for the rest of this automation. So we're going to want some more blank patterns, I think. Let's get like 10 of them. Cool. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to be making is redstone ingots. Redstone ingots are pretty easy to do. It's just an algorithm separator and it's redstone. So 1 piece of redstone will give us 2 ingots. So we'll just take this. In fact, we don't really even need to go anywhere. We can just place this right here. This will take a moment. We can always speed it up with speed upgrades if we feel like it. I don't know if we will or not, but it is something we can do. So there's that. Now we will be getting the small stones. That's, I guess, alright. But there we go. That is taken care of. So then the next thing that we're going to need is the docking station. And this thing is a pain to deal with. You'll see why soon enough. Do we have a PA wrench in here? No, I probably have one on me. And what we're going to need to do now is teach the system the enriched gold. So this stuff is gold plus redstone gets 4. So it's a processing pattern. We're going to take one of these and one of these. But we want 1, 2, 3, 4 from 1 and 1. Now we are going to have the problem of filters. So that's going to be a pain. And then we can do another processing pattern that gives you that. And that's just a smeltery thing, so we can do that in the powered furnace. Both of these, though, will go with us. So let's head over here and see if we can't get things set up. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually do this down below, just because I think it's, honestly, one of these days we're going to have a second floor. We could do some automation on there, but yeah, for right now, let's do it underneath. If we end up doing the automation above, then we'll deal with that then. But anyways, we're gonna need an interface over here, and we're actually gonna need, this is the problem. So both of these require redstone. If I want to be able to make the enriched gold on demand, then we can't use the same interface twice. So let's put the docking station here. Let's put the algorithm separator here. And we're going to need a chest. We're actually going to need 2 chests. So let's break this guy. Put him here. We'll put a chest here. And that will extract items from there. So this guy has, so there's no calculator mounted. Put the calculator in there. Now we can see the calculator. Now it's going to need power. That's fine. That's easy. So we're going to need input and outputs. So let's do an input here, output here. That should be fine. This shouldn't be too difficult because of what we're making, but that's going to be an insert. Let's see, it's going to be an insert on brown. And this is going to be the enriched gold. So anything that requires just a normal calculator, which we can presumably see the recipes, is just going to be enriched gold. So this will be, let's actually have this be the extract, but we need RPA rich, which I don't know where it is. I think it's back over here. So we're going to need another interface and 2 chests. That's going to be the easiest way to do this, I think, just because the redstone is used multiple times. So we're going to need 2 chests. That's kind of normal anyways. I really hope it doesn't rain. So there's the 2 chests. We're going to need our PA wrench. We're going to need another interface, which we have. Perfect. Alright, the PA wrench should be in here. Yes. This thing is so ugly looking, but hey, it works. It's required for calculator stuff because we need to, basically we need to change inputs, outputs. So we're gonna smack this guy. Not like that. Wait a second. I think I remember something about this thing. No calculator is mounted. Yeah, we want to put the calculator in here. It should just be a right click, but with the calculator on there, it doesn't want to work. Alright, let's put this in the middle for a second. We'll put the calculator in there. And now, let's put a chest. And I want to see if we put, let's do in out. Insert on brown or red, extract on green, always active. In out, insert on that. Alright, so what is a good calculator thing we can make? Just a lot of for no reason other than make something. We could make a bunch of reinforced stone. So it's that literally cobblestone and wood. So we can do that pretty easily. There are mobs. Let's get to the overworld so we can sleep. And then all these guys will die. Hopefully, the creepers can't actually explode and do any damage because I have claimed all the area. But still annoying. There are ways to fix that, but they're exceptionally annoying to deal with right now. And one of these days I will come back here and fix this house. I don't really plan on like doing much here because day-night cycles kind of is awful, but whatever. I like living in the mining dimension. I think that was the best idea. I don't think making the town was the best idea. It's very resource it's very resource hungry to do what I'm doing, but oh well. It looks cool, and honestly, that's what matters. Anyways, so we're gonna want some wood and some cobblestone. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. And there's a creeper there. Don't see much else around, so we don't have to worry too much. So stone can go in there for right now. Let's grab a stack of cobblestone, and this is just mostly to test things and hopefully figure out if we can get things to work the way I want them to. Alright, creeper, don't explode for me. I'll be very upset. Alright, cool. Let's grab a stack of this. And put the rest back. Okay. So back to the calculator stuff. The big question that I have with all this is, how do we automate this? I know it's kind of finicky. Well, okay, finicky is a bad word. It's just awful. So it is extracting on green, always active. So why isn't anything going in? All right, do we need to put things on this side? Insert. So the cobblestone is now going in. Okay, that's a good sign. But that's it. So it looks like the left is the leftmost. Is it the back? No. How about the other side? Alright, so the sides and then the front. Okay, that's not too bad. Please stop making reinforced stone. So then the sides and the front. Okay, that's something I can deal with. So we're going to put our stone back. So we're going to do that. Put the calculator in there. And then, let's see, we're going to be extracting on brown, always active. This will be an insert on green. This will be an insert on green. Doesn't matter which because it's a normal calculator. But then we're going to want a chest here. And this guy is going to be extract, always active. Perfect. Now the algorithm separator is going to be a lot easier. We're going to put a chest here. Some energy conduits. We're going to want our interface. And we can just do this, I guess. So break that, and we have let's see, this can be extract. I think we need to right click that. I think the dot means extract. This will be extract, always active, insert. Let's go ahead and disable this one, and then we'll put everything else in the top. And there's a real easy way to test this. We literally just try it. Extract, always active, insert. Alright, so presumably if we put a piece of redstone in there, it goes through. And then presumably if we put a piece of gold in there, it'll go in there. Perfect. Okay. I need another piece of redstone, but nothing's there, so presumably there's some small stones and 2 more redstone ingots in the system. So with that taken care of, let's test the other one. And then, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Let's keep the PA wrench on us. It's kind of good to have. So let's see, enriched gold. Let's make one of these. So presumably it will do it and it'll work just fine. Awesome. So theoretically now, let's go back real quick and we're gonna just fill in the gap that we made. Now, like I said, one of these days I will probably put this stuff up higher, and there's a chance that I will like add more stuff to both of the we'll add more stuff to both of the things. So for example, one of the big recipes that we're going to need a lot of, we'll use a flawless calculator. Nothing here is particularly required for a lot of things. I mean, the purified obsidian sort of is, but not really. But for the atomic calculator, one of the big things with this, we have flawless diamonds. That is easy. But we're going to need to make end diamonds and fire diamonds. And so we're going to want to automate those. Now, that's not awful, but it does require more stuff. So it's something to kind of keep in mind. If we're going to want a lot of end diamonds later for things like, what are they even used for? Oh, right, draconic cores. We're going to want to automate that. So it's one of those things that we're going to have to do eventually. We're going to need some more atomic calculators for that. That's awful, but we'll live. But now what we can do is capacitors. So let's make, I don't know, 10 double layers. We're missing gold, rose red, glowstone dust. Okay. The glowstone dust we can actually get. I did go and get a bunch of glowstone. What's the best way I figured out to deal with this? The sag mill is not a bad option, but I think the safer option was the crusher. But the crusher is so slow. We're going to go with the sag mill. So, basically, things like rose red is kind of a pain, but not really. The secret to rose red is actually crops. Specifically, if I can find, they're going to be over here, aren't they? That's hemp. Beetroot seeds. This is the best way to get a ton of stuff. Rose red. And we get some dirt. Now eventually I'll have garden cloches set up for a bunch of different things. That'll be over there, and that'll be kind of fully automated, but for right now, it's fine. We'll live. So this will grow a bunch of beetroots pretty quickly. We'll get a bunch of beetroot seeds. What we can use those for is seed oil and or biofuel. And I don't think we need hooch. We are going to need some stuff from the vat, but that's going to be later. The seed oil we can use to make more apiary stuff, as well as basically more bee stuff, is really the only big use. And then the biofuel is actually required for the biogenerator, which is really good, and making substrate, which is used to make the plastic. Well, sort of plastic. So, good stuff to have, but beetroots are going to give us all that stuff. So let's make 4 of these. We don't have enough glowstone yet. Okay. That's fine. So capacitors, we should be able to make 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to make a bunch of this stuff automatically, which is really, really nice. So one of the big things that we're going to use this stuff for is making vibrant capacitor banks. Required vibrant crystals, which does require emeralds. And more vibrant alloys and all that kind of fun stuff. But this episode is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to leave you guys off there. I'm going to let stuff process for a bit, and I think next time the plan is going to be, honestly, we need to get our applied logistics system kind of better off, in better shape, I guess, and we just kind of need to get base kind of cleaned up a little bit. It's something we've needed to do for a while, and you know what, let's just go ahead and get it done. We might do that. We might work with IC2 stuff, which is something else that I've been meaning to do that I haven't really bothered to do. We might work with advanced rocketry again. We need to get to the point where we can build a rocket so that we can go to the moon at the very least and start collecting dilithium, which is going to be very important fairly soon. Alternatively, we could potentially try to make an atomic calculator and automate some more stuff with calculator. We'll see. We'll just kind of see where things go. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We finally got something done that's useful. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!